Hi, welcome back. So we're going to talk a little bit about unbalanced and balanced forces. We're utilizing three definitions here. We have Newton's first law. What is motion stays in motion, and also, which is not written yet, what is in rest stays at rest. Okay. Additionally, we have inertia, the resistance to change in motion, or the thing doesn't want to stop. So whatever it is that has a specific amount of mass, it's going to want to continue a movement or continue staying put, et cetera, and so forth, based on its mass. Okay, until there's an inertial change. Velocity, we're looking at direction with speed. Okay, so this is a vector, and it's important that we know what a vector is, something that has movement in a specific direction. So here's my example that I just thought of. I might have talked about this prior, or I had a teacher or somebody talk to me about this, but I thought it was rather fascinating. So here's the Earth, and here's here's Michael. Okay, so Michael's on Earth. Now Earth is pulling down on Michael. Okay, Earth is pulling down on Michael. Michael developed leg muscles. Okay, if Michael was just bone, Michael would not be able to stand up and withstand the force of gravity. So Michael has a normal force. This isn't correctly drawn with my vector. Okay. But Michael can withstand the forces of gravity. In fact, Michael can even jump if he wants to. So he can get away. But Michael is indefinitely pulled down by the acceleration of gravity. My point is that this is a balanced force. Okay. Michael, through whatever clause, has developed leg muscles. Okay. Through whatever evolution or whatnot. Okay. These leg muscles get him to stand upright, balance the forces of gravity. Okay. Now, what if we cut a hole through our planet and there's no ground for Michael to stand on? Okay. This ground has just been deleted, and Michael's going to go for a little ride. Okay. So this bursts. Well, what's interesting about this burst is that the planet doesn't actually crack in half, even though it cracked in half, but it somehow stays put. Let's just say it's bounded by little, if this were three-dimensional, by little platforms that are, you know, kind of somewhere where Michael can fall through. Anywho, if Michael were to make it, and I'll erase all this stuff. If Michael were to make it down to the center of Earth, right? So Michael would fall. And let's say this center was the gravitational pull, the gravitational pull throughout all of Earth. There is no balance occurring here. Michael can no longer stand, and Michael is falling through the center. Well, once Michael passes this halfway point, he will shoot the opposite direction, considering there's no air mass. Well, there is, because we're on Earth, so we have air. So all the air resistance, he'll go about right here. Then he'll fling backwards, and he'll go even lesser because of more air resistance. And then back again to about here. And then finally, he'll come to a stop right in the middle, where poor Michael will be stuck. in the middle of Earth, where then he will be oddly balanced again or torn apart into many different angles. But the point of this is that we are balancing ourselves against gravity. Everything is balancing itself. The things in my room are balancing themselves because the things can withstand the force of gravity. The materials, everything has a large part to do with it. The what something is made out of, so we can look at this like this. A lot of teachers love boxes when they do demonstrations. We have our center point of an object. It's on a table. This has a gravitational source, but it also has something called normal force. And we'll dig into that later. But it has to be equal. Because if the gravitational force succeeded the normal force, movement would have to occur, making it unbalanced. So anything to make a real life depiction of this, anything that you see that is stationary on this planet, wherever it may rest, is a balanced force. It has an equal force going upward that it has going downward due to gravity. Hope you learned something today about unbalanced and balanced. I'll see you next time.